Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2. This is the standard Gelgoog ground type using the Gelgoog beam rifle in, well, standard Gelgoog colors because I felt like it. And because I hadn't run this with this in a long time, but I remembered it as being pretty good, and I seem to recall that this round went pretty well. This was a Friday night round. I've got Nurse Gundam with me at the moment, and yeah, just gonna see what I can do. Missed my shot on that. Gelgoog ground type is basically it's a pretty good support. It's relatively fast. It's got the Gelgoog beam rifle, which is pretty solid on a general. On a support, it can be devastating. It's got a Gatling on one arm and a grenade launcher on the other, and it's got a smaller shield and no dodge roll. Does have balancers though, so you can run it pretty effectively as a mid to front line mobile suit. So yeah, let's see. That is Jim Cold District's attacking me, and I just hit it really hard, about 7,000 damage between those two hits. Third hit blew the shield. I was at a bad angle, but I kind of wanted to be behind it so I'd be harder to hit from its allies. Because if the Goof Flight's watching me, I could have eaten a lot of missiles trying to do that. But, yeah, let's see. Speaking of which, I'm watching the Goof Flight and missed it by a mile. Did not lead my shot at all. That was foolish. Let's see. 165 per machine gun round. And 28-27. And, yeah, that did not leave it with a lot of hit points for number 5 in the Gym Custom to have to deal with. So, yeah, so far so good. There, finally landed a shot on that flight type. And a little bit too far away, just like at the absolute utmost range of the machine gun, so I was not able to really follow up. If I can land one more shot, it'll die, but kind of busy worrying about other things. About to pull back on the far... got it as it landed. About to pull back because there was really only one way to go to not get hit by that support fire. Unfortunately, that put me towards the enemy base. I think I managed to hit somebody with that side swing, honestly. But I'm still in, way back in there. And there's nothing really to do about it except die, especially when the Doug Schneider freak gets a hold of me. But let's see. Meanwhile, Nurse Gundam is capturing C, which is good. And with 5 minutes to go, we've got about a 500-point lead. A little less, in fact, but not a bad start. Let's see. Yeah, I'm probably just going to jump back in near the front and see what I can hit, because the Gelgoog beam rifle can work from a distance. It can work great from a distance, but I just kind of wanted to run it as much like a standard Gelgoog as possible, because that's my comfort zone for one, and for another, it's I kind of wanted people, as you can probably tell from the paint job, to not fully expect that I was the support. So the fact that we've got a gun cannon heavy D and Gym Sniper White Dingo on this team is just perfect for the kind of thing I'm running here. So just a great coincidence from our randoms that they decided to basically play along, even though they did not know what I was doing. So yeah, so far so good. There's the Goof Flight again. Tagged it, it's dead. And grenades out. Was hoping to stun things and save our Dwudge Demolition Hound, but did not quite do it. So let's see. But I am going to kill that. Yeah, so yeah, a couple of really decent shots here and there. Yep, managed to tag that too. So, and yeah, and Nurse Gundam, of course, is in the Vish Donahue Gelgoog, which is the other Gelgoog ground. It is technically a ground type, though there's not a lot of difference between the Vish Gelgoog and the early production. It has a better downswing. It has double dodge roll, and I think it does have the arm weapons that this does. So, okay, yeah, there's a fair number of differences then between the early production and that. But in terms of roles in the team, I feel like they shake out pretty similarly to the early production. That may just be me though. But yeah, I realized I was way back, and also we kind of pulled a stupid here. Like 2/3 of the team, even though Nurse Gundam told us that they had taken B and basically were parked in front of our base. Like 2/3 of the team, myself included, went to the other point because we for some reason expected to spawn in over there. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why everybody else did that, but I should have known better and did not. So they are going to get this bomb off. No, that's right, they don't quite, because she is on the ball and is going to manage to defuse it while we're fighting on the outside of the base. So, but yeah, as you can see, they just all bunched up around our base. So that's a problem to say the least. Missed my shot on the Goof flight. Would have been nice to get it out of the air, but that, I don't even know what I was doing there. I think I tried to move the camera and didn't quite get there. And I am dead because I think that is a normal Goof. You'll either have seen or will see soon what those can do at 400. Because yeah, they can do a lot at 400 with the heat rod in particular. So yeah, just yeah, worked out. She saved the base. And I'm going to plant some support fire because they are grouped really well for that and hope it works out. So, and yeah, so they've got a 1,500 point lead, but we can fix that if all goes well. Especially, okay, that is Doug Schneider Freet, so not my best thing to be fighting. But I should be able to hold it off for a good while, especially since our Jim Sniper White Dingo decided to spawn in front of me here, which is perfect. Because I can, if I'm not the one being focused, if I'm, keeping my distance, I can fight a Doug Schneider relatively well. If nothing else, it's distracted by sinking its heat glaive into my body, and the Sniper White Dingo is able to get some good shots in. Got a shot. White Dingo got the kill. It is a well-deserved kill because they absolutely saved my life. And I got the Goof flight, and we are very, very close. So we might be able to pull it off. We might not. It all depends on, who lives and who dies. Who will survive. But as the narrator at the end of the dub of Gundam said at the end of every single episode. But we have a very slim lead, and usually when we have a very slim lead like this, what happened is I push way too far and die. But actually what's happening is I wasn't watching what's behind me and I'm going to die. But I think we might still pull it off if nobody dies at the last second. Well, I see Nurse Gundam got a kill at the last second, so between that and everything else, I think we've got it, yeah. So, very frustrating round, especially for Nurse Gundam and Demolition Hound, who were going in the right direction when it really mattered. But 10-3 for the Gelgoog ground, 70,000 damage. So yeah, I at least managed to contribute despite pulling that dumb. So that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! And that is the 5th round I have narrated tonight, and my voice is starting to give out, so I'm going to go build a gingerbread house. From a kid. I can't even imagine trying to make cookies that level to properly make a gingerbread house.